Well, hello there. It's been a long, long time. How am I doing? Well, I guess I'm doing fine. Been so long now, but it seems like it was only yesterday. Ain't it funny how time slips away? Hello, hello, I'm still alive. Had a lot going on. Anyway, what a treat for you I've got in this video. As you can see, I've come out into my local woods. I was in B&M the other day. If you're from there, not from this country, B&M is a sort of a budget store that sells just about everything really. So I was in there and I spotted that they were selling 5 by 4 metre garden tarps, you know, the blue ones, only £9.99. So I thought, oh, I needed a big tarp for on the lawn anyway for when I'm doing my kayak, but I thought, right, you know what, I wonder what sort of cover that would make. I've got no reason to think it wouldn't make a decent cover, so I bought that. I've brought that along with us. On Vinted, you know, I'm sure I can smell bacon. It's a bit blowy. But I can't see anybody camping here. Anyway, I'm digressing yet again. So on Vinted, I spotted a gasification stove, which I thought was quite a big one. And it was only £9, brand new in the box. So I've bought that as well. And whilst I was looking for some bits to use today, I came across my long lost little Hexi burner, and then I bought you'll see a rectangular burner that goes inside it. So yeah, so I've got all that in this video to show you. So without further ado, let's get this blue tarp out and see how easy it is to set. Well, it will be easy to set up, but what sort of coverage it would give us. So I'm thinking, if you're going to go on a budget, would this do the trick for you for a couple of nights or whatever, you know, a little bit of use until you can save up enough money to buy something else. You can buy them smaller, by the way, and there is one on Amazon at the moment. It's camouflage, and it comes with the elasticated bungee things that you put through the grommet holes. And that is only £8 odd, so I may order that and then have a look at that. Like I say, that's 3 by 3, whereas this is 5 by 4. So, right, let's get it out this backpack, because I've got some wood and all sorts in this. And without further ado, we'll start setting up. So this is the tarp in question. 5 by 4, premium tarpaulin contractors. Oh, it was £10, not £9.99, but what's a penny between friends there? So it says it's water and rip resistant, lightweight washable material, flexible in cold temperatures, that's good. Reinforced edges for strength, rust resistant aluminium grommets, and every 3 inch on each corner, reusable. So for a tenner to get you started. Right, I'm going to get it out of here and I'll start putting some ratchets through grommets. So I'm thinking from that tree there to this tree that's round here onto here. So that's it laid out on the floor. I'm presuming that is the 5 metres. So it is a bit windy, so I need to move a bit quick. So I'll bring you back in a minute. So I'm just unpacking it. And what we don't have is a centre grommet. But I mean, you've seen I've got my grommet maker. That would be nothing for me to put another grommet in there. But there's the other ones. I'm sure you've all seen these blue garden tarps. So I'll get a ratchet. Because it doesn't have to be centre. So I'm only just a little bit of putting this up, and already we've got issues. Look, that's going to just pull straight through there. If you can see that grommet there, it's just ripping, and it's basically doing it. It's doing it on all of them, look. Right. I'll do what I can, try and get the rest of it up, and then hopefully when it's not flapping about so much, it might just hold for us. If not, it's no loss, because it was for laying on the garden anyway. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to try it, so I don't recommend it to try for camping like this. Maybe it's a ground sheet, but that would be about it. Right, so this is the Gasification wood burner. Also, why am I bought this off Timu. It's a little round heat-proof mat to put under stoves and that if they're on the floor. But just for now, I'll pop it. It's only going to blow off there, isn't it? So it comes in its own bag. It weighs 849 grams, so it's no lightweight. But I'll get it out the bag. Plenty of dry. I brought some kindling with us to pop in it, but there's, to be honest, because we've had a bit of winds lately, it's there's a lot of dry wood about. Yeah, that tarp thing, I haven't thought it through properly. You see it down there, I can't get it back in there. I can't get it back in the bag now, so I'll have to carry that out as it is. Right, so this is the, I'll just get it all out for you. So this is the stove. If you can see around the top there, there's the holes. That's for its secondary burn. So you place this in, and I'm assuming that's the ashtray underneath that. So that sits in there on a little lip. You've got that. There's no instructions with this either, so I'm just guessing. So there's that, and then obviously there's this ring that will sit on the top like that. Train. So I pop that on there like that. So I'm not going to use that because I haven't got a clue what it's for. But sorry about the jiggly down, down, down. So I'll pop that on there. The only instructions it gives you is take that out where you're putting wood in it. But we'll get it lit and we'll see how it goes. So what I've brought is my little tripod, because I'm going to have to makeshift something so you can sit things on there. But for now, I'm just going to hang my pot off this little hanging tripod that I've got. So I'll put this together. I'll talk to you in a moment. So I've set my pot to the right height. There's some water in there. So what I'm going to do is take the top off that, and I'll get some wood in it, and then we'll get it lit. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm lighting it. Typical. It was dead calm a second ago. As soon as I come to want to light it, I'm going to pick it up, and hopefully those will catch because they are wet. I think we've got the beginnings. Hopefully. You think this wood is dry, but when you start picking it up, it's still all wet inside. Well, that took me longer than it should have done. My lighter was running out. I forgot my flint and steel. Rookie errors. But I think it's starting to catch now. So when it's doing its gasification bit, I'll bring you back. Oh, God, bloody stop saying that. I'll bring you back and we'll have a look. And then I'll show you the other little stove I made out of the BF whatever ones, you know. It'll all become clear as soon as I show you it. Oh, missus. Get a glorious sunshine today. I don't know if you can see the gasification starting. Hopefully it's catching them flames coming out the holes and licking up. That's a secondary burn. What it does, it burns the smoke fumes, apparently. So it burns the wood first, and then the smoke will go in between the inner and outer chamber. That'll combust, get so hot, and the flames come out, apparently. So, yeah. Just wish I'd have brought dry firelight. Firelighters are supposed to work then though, because they're covered in wax, but they haven't. And I wish I'd have brought my flint and stuff. There's plenty of leaves in that, but they're just smouldering. They're not actually. Can't how long it stays hot as well, because I've got to empty it and get home, haven't I? Put it back in its bag. Right, I'll show you that other thing anyway, what I was on about that I made. So this is it, you know what I mean about the little Hexi burners. These were on offer at the time. I think they were only like 70 pence in a sale at Go Outdoors. I'm sure I did a video with them years ago. So I bought 2 of them purely for the windshields. So I could have, because they only come with one windshield for one side. But I bought 2 so I could pop. So I could pop one on that side. And then one on that side. So I've got two windshields. I flattened the plates down in the middle. So as you can see, that'll sit like that. And unfortunately, I've been looking all over to put a link for these. I bought this off Temu, again, about 60 pence. But if I just show you, it's got a little sliding lid on it. And it's a little rectangular fuel burner. But I managed to get it, I managed to get it so it'll sit in here once I took the things out, obviously. But I just dropped that inside of there. I'll just tilt you down. I put that inside of there. And now I can't remember, did I actually get it in sideways? I don't think I did. Have a look. But I know I had to push them down. I don't know if it goes in without the lid on. Nah, I must have just been using it that way around like that. And then that's just in there like that. I suppose a little round one's just as good. I think I did buy that thinking it would go in that way on. I thought it did, to be honest. Let me just quickly do this for you. Yeah, you would have to. It'd have to bend out. I must have just been using it side on. But that is it basically. And if you've got this on, you can obviously have the flame on like a simmer if you wanted. So that goes in there like that. My 2 windshields are in it like that. And it just all clicks down into place, everything's in there, and you can just pop it in your pocket. Nice and easy for a quick brew. There you go. Yeah, it's a shame. I looked all over for them for Timo because I wanted to share them with Sarah from Not Dead Yet, because I thought they might have been handy for her, because she's always tinkering with burners and stuff, isn't she? I think that's basically died a death, that now, so that is over with for now. That's my own fault. I'm rushing again. Again, I've got loads to do. That's why I haven't been posting as regular, uploading. Just I've not had the time. So, right, I want to see. Oh no, I can still see flames on that. I don't think the water's getting very hot, like. I'll drop you down. Oh, I can see the flames on the other side now, like, so let's have a look round. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Coming out of there. I'm gonna have to hang around and wait for it to cool down, aren't I? So you can tell that the wood is still wet by the amount of smoke that it is producing. And I love this little tripod as well, it's just dead handy. But we did have a bit of gasification going on. It is still lit, and it was coming out the holes and doing a funnel, but I didn't catch it in time. So once it starts again, I'll show you it. See that gasification now? There you go, that's how it should be working. And these are very efficient. There'll be very little wood left. There'll be a tiny amount of ash. It's just about boiled. But what I want to do, just gonna see what happens if I lower this. All I do to lower this chain down is just, I don't want it sitting on it, like, just a pin here that we put through there. Maybe there's another one, but obviously because it's really small, you can make minor adjustments. And it is almost boiled, to be fair, like, so let's have a look. Yeah, that'll be hot enough. That'll be hot enough for coffee. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this burn down. I've still got some water in my thing, and I've got some water in the pot still. I'll just pour that over it to douse it all off when I'm finished having my brew. That's where I was. I left a little bit of kindling there, but a bit of wood in a wood isn't going to harm any, is it? So I'll probably use it next time I come back. Yeah, I love this. I love this little bit of woodland. It's not big, well, it sort of spreads out all over, but this bit here you can get away from the path a little bit more than you can in the other bits. So yeah, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a like and a hype. And if you're not subscribed, I can't do. I'm carrying my blue tarp out. I didn't think that through. It won't go back in the bag. So yeah, if you don't subscribe, let me put it down a minute. I'll just put that down. If you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed. Doesn't cost you anything. You get to listen to me waffling on and on. So until next time, guys, wherever it is, wherever we go, jazz hands, mother. Love you all loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.